entrance there. A special thanks to our sponsors for tonight's event. They are Andy's Liquor, Austin Country Club, Canadian Hawker, Hump's Drugs, Nothing But Bun Cakes, Qdoba, Rochester Indoor Golf Center, Sports Headquarters, and families of LHS Boys Hockey Team. In between the first and second period, we will be welcoming Jen and Dan O'Hara from the Shannon O'Hara Foundation to present the 2026 Scholarship Award. So please stick around for the special event. Also, winners of the silent auction will be notified at the beginning of the third period via text.
I've got that. I think they usually come up right like after announcements. Okay. I'm just gonna let them know.
Literally Sunday, we're up here.
Sounds good, right? Bye-bye. Yeah.
Winkler. Senior defense number 12, Drew Peters. Senior forward number 7, Cole Drake. Senior forward number 8, Asher Lopez. Senior forward number 17, Cooper Hill. And protecting the net for the Lancers, senior goaltender number 30, Charles Weiser. And the rest of the Lancers, head coach J.P. Cashew. And a special announcement for assistant coach Carter Schmidt, who is celebrating his 21st birthday today. And now the starting lineup for your Eagles. Senior defense number 43, Owen. Senior defense number 23, Easton Gaston. Sophomore forward number 12, Jay Cunningham. Senior forward number 13, Landon Lowry. Senior forward number 19, Calvin Phillips. And protecting the net for your Eagles, he is sophomore goaltender number 33, Bryson Knightley. And the rest of the Eagles, head coach Jeff Drew. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as the Rochester Pep Band, along with the Junior High Pep Band, under the direction of Aaron French, lead us in our national anthem.
All right, everybody, good evening, and welcome to Lured Eagle Boys Hockey live stream tonight. You get me, Corey Dubois, tonight on your play-by-play, and Ryan Vossler will be joining me as our color commentator. I got big shoes to fill here, filling in for Jeff Phillips tonight. He's down in sunny Florida, lucky guy. I'm sure he's watching on here with us as well. So tonight we got the Eagles take on the LaCrescent Lancers. Second game of our 5-game homestand here, so hopefully looking to keep this going and come out with another victory tonight.
Yeah, let's hope. Would like to see him come out and get off. We haven't been able to get off to a really fast start lately, so I'd like to see him come out to a fast start.
Oh, there, I'm on. All right, Eagles win the draw, dump it down deep in the zone. Chased down into the corner by Landon Lowry. Eagles take the puck. Calvin Phillips comes in front of that. Lowry scores!
Oh!
Quick goal. Landon Lowry gets the Eagles on the board.
17 seconds in.
Nice quick start from the Eagles. I believe that goal would be Lowry from Calvin Phillips, it looked like. Eagles win the draw again. Barclay over to Gasner. Gasner gets across the red and dumps it in deep. Dubois chases the puck into the corner. Puck there, Chaltman there as well. Dubois still battling. LaCrescent comes up with it. Ship back just comes out. Chaltman picks it up, gets it back in deep. Dubois chasing again. LaCrescent picks it up to the wing. Chips it up the middle and out. Barclay intercepts. Back across. Dumped in, down in, deep into the Eagles zone by LaCrescent. Picked up by Hain. Hain to Dubois. Dubois goes cross ice with a missed pass all the way down for icing. We have our first stoppage here.
Like to see him come out. Got that first goal right away. It was nice to see Landon get that one there and see where we can follow up and put a couple on the board right away would be great.
Yeah, getting a fast start is always good, and getting up early and hope we can keep it rolling. Draw one back to the point for LaCrescent. Shot right in the chest of Magley, and he holds on for another whistle.
Yeah, Brayson played solid the other night in that win against New Ulm.
He did. That was the Brayson that I've used to knowing, so
yeah,
it was good to see, obviously, with his limited varsity action this year, but yeah, he played very solid and was one of the big reasons we won that game.
Absolutely.
All right, it comes back into the Eagles zone. Harns pokes it off of the LaCrescent player's stick. Quick up to Keefe. Keefe across the red, dumps it in deep. Shell chasing the puck into the corner. Chips it back out high. Keefe back down low. Back into the corner. Phillips picks it up there. Pinched off by the LaCrescent player, dumped up high, dumped back in deep. Keefe chasing along the end wall. Back down. Phillips pursuing. LaCrescent dumps it back up, but Keefe intercepts and throws it back down into the corner. And LaCrescent just throws it up the middle. Comes right out of the zone. Harns picks it up, back in his own zone. Chips it up the boards to Shell. Puck back into the Lancers zone. Haugen chasing down into the zone. Edom tries to come up with it on the boards, but couldn't quite get it. Kept in by Kleinschmidt. Edom tries to center. Kleinschmidt there. Puck's loose in front. Now behind the net. Edom again. Haugen goes in to help. Two Lancers, two Eagles. Puck slips over to the corner. Haugen chases. Picks it up. Comes up the sidewall. Back down in the corner for Edom. Over to Kleinschmidt. Up high for Barclay, shot. Good save by the Lancer goalie there. Oh, we got a 2-on-1 here for the Lancers. Barclay back. Another good save by Magley, and he holds on for a whistle.
Yep, absolutely.
Great zone time here. I'd like to see us being able to get a few more shots on net with all this zone time, but yeah, we're definitely controlling play, so hopefully we can keep it rolling here. Off one back to Calvin Phillips in our zone. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham up to Hain. Hain carries up, chips it up ahead. Trying to hit Dubois there cutting, but Lancer defenseman made a nice play to intercept that. Now dumped in deep by Hain. Goalie comes out to play it. Lancers pick it up. Puts it up the wall for a breakout. Out to Calvin Phillips. Shot. Into the corner. Lancers pick it up. Come out of the zone. Cut off there by Barclay. Calvin picks it up. Now Dubois over to Hain. Hain comes into the zone. He's got some time and space. Over to Calvin. He scores!
Oh, great goal.
Calvin Phillips buries another one. 2-0 Lured Eagles.
That was great to see. He played very patiently on that. They waited, great pass, and he nailed it home.
Well, it looks like that's Calvin, or somebody lost a net guard
believe it should read Calvin Phillips from Hain and Dubois on that goal and assist. Nice little play. Let's see the replay. Yep, Dubois. Oh, we lost the replay. Dubois fed Hain in the neutral zone, who skated right in and sent Calvin in all alone on the goalie. So nice play, good goal, good finish by Calvin. Let's go. Eagles win the draw. Core brings it up to Phillips. Phillips coming through the neutral zone, picking up some speed. Brings it in the zone. Dodges a little desperation hit by a Lancer player. Lancers just chip it off the boards and out. Core picks it up, falls down, still able to clear it away a little bit. Lancers coming in, good back check, good back pressure by Keefe and Shell there to thwart that opportunity for the Lancers. Core in the corner, lays a hit, picks up the puck, gets it stripped. Keefe's right there to grab it. Keefe trying to get it out of the zone, but it gets checked back in by the Lancers. D to D here over to Harns. Phillips on the half wall. So Lancers do a good job of keeping it in there on us. Harns picks it up, coming through, picking up speed, across the red line. Comes in across the blue, taking it wide, still with the puck, loses it into the corner. Gets hit there by a LaCrescent player. Chipped down, goes right past one of the Eagles there. I think that was Shell. And the Lancers just grab it. Lancers just grab it and dump it on down. All right, we were having some technical difficulty there. I couldn't hear my color guy Ryan, so I was probably talking over him about 8 times.
That's all right. You're doing a great job. Now I can hear you.
There we go. I can hear you. That's good. That'll help a lot. Good deal. Good start so far by the Eagles. So we got the Haugen line out here. That's Haugen now with Vossler and Kleinschmidt. We got Barclay and Grotham on the point. Barclay in, gives it over to Haugen in the slot. Oh, great play. Oh. Sam puts it off the post with a wide open net. Great little passing play there. Down low now. Vossler out to Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt moves it back to Grotham at the right point. Chipped back in deep. Battle in the corner here. Behind the net, Haugen will forecheck now. Lancers bring it up to the wing. Good pressure by Sam to keep the puck in. Moves it to Haugen. Haugen just throws it in front, hoping for Vossler, but it was a little bit behind him. Little chip out by LaCrescent. They're coming in one-on-one. Got a couple back checkers, and Kleinschmidt's able to get in there and knock the puck away. Over to Grotham. Grotham just throws it back into the corner. He was under pressure. Barclay throws it out, and this will be an icing on Lured Eagles as they chipped it just on their side of the red line there.
Yeah, no, it's good pressure there. I mean, we had a couple of chances right there.
Yeah, that was Sam and Josh Vossler are going over the bench holding their heads going, how did we not somehow put that one in?
Yeah, no. Sometimes those things happen.
Yeah, you need a little bit of puck luck too. Quick face-off winning a shot by LaCrescent, but he misses wide, and that'll come all the way back down into their zone. Hain chases into the corner. Errant pass up. This will probably go down for an icing here on the Lancers.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Eagles here.
Yeah, 11, it's at about 6 minutes in. So far, so good.
And our lines are a little mixed up, so I know they changed them up early this week in practice, and then after the first period, the New Ulm game, they switched them up again. So these are the lines they switched them to, and we got Troutman out here, centers Hain and Dubois. And then we have Keefe centering Jack Phillips and Elliot Shell. And then that third line, I think, is Haugen. Has been Haugen, Vossler, and Kleinschmidt, but they kind of rotate some wings in on that one, too. Grayson stops the puck behind the net. Harns picks it up, plays it up to Dubois. Dubois tries to chip it up, but loses it. Troutman picks it up, throws it across, looking for Hain, but he had already come to the middle. Dumped back in deep by the Lancers. Harns picks it up with a little bit of time. 1-4 checker here. Up to Dubois. Dubois cross ice to Core. Core over to Harns. We got our D leading the rush here. Good cross corner dump by Harns. Hain chases behind the net. Good reverse by LaCrescent, and they're coming out with the puck now. He chips it up. Cunningham picks it up to Dubois quick. Dubois back to Core. Core back to Dubois. Dubois coming through center here, picking up some speed. Looks like he got a rush going here. Gets a shot. Good save by the LaCrescent goalie. Calvin Phillips keeps it in at the point temporarily. LaCrescent gets it, tries to go across. Little mishandle there by their defenseman. Now it's back up, comes back out of the zone. Shell picks it up there. Looks up, gets it over to Phillips. Phillips coming in now, looking, coming in wide, gets it knocked off the stick, but maintains possession. Now in a battle for it, still has possession. Picking it up to the point there to Cunningham. Cunningham gets a good shot on net.
Yeah.
And LaCrescent goalie makes a save and hangs on.
Yeah, you know, it's great tonight. We've got a pretty packed house here at Graham. We got the band in town and great fundraiser going on tonight. So it's great to see everybody out.
Yeah, it's awesome. The band is here. We're doing the fundraiser, a lot of cool events going on, a bunch of baskets, silent auction going on, with all the proceeds going to the Shannon O'Hara Foundation. Face off here, Shell wins it. Back to Barclay. Barclay with a shot, tipped. Oh, that was a tough little save for that goalie, but I think if Shell had made contact with that second one, it might have been a high stick. But
Yeah.
goalie did a nice job at hanging on after the initial save. Another offensive zone face-off coming here. And this is that line where we keep centering Shell and Jack Phillips. Shell here taking the draws. He's a righty on the right side. That would be a strong side. Chip down low, pops right out in front. Nobody really saw it. LaCrescent gets a stick on it and clears it out. Haven't got him. Picks it up to Jack Phillips. Jack Phillips winds through. Comes through the neutral zone, gets across the blue, right in. Just loses it. Battled there. LaCrescent chips it up. Kept in by Barclay. Barclay now comes down below the goal line. Jack's got it up to Grotham. Grotham fires a shot, tipped high and wide. Barclay still down in the corner, picks it up to Shell. Grotham shoots. Jack Phillips chasing into the corner, is hit there by a Lancer player. Lancers come up with the puck, chip it out to neutral ice, and Barclay was changing, so now we got Vinny coming on here. Crescent gets it, gets a shot, goes wide. Ooh, funny bounce off of the advertisement there on the boards, I think. Almost came right back in front. Harns picks it up, chips it up to Lowry, back to Harns. Harns comes in, cuts to the middle, fires a shot right on the chest of the goalie, and he holds it, and we'll have another whistle.
Yeah, we keep continuing to put the pressure on, having their, shoot the puck. We're going to get the shots and just crash the net here.
Yep, keep firing, going to the net. The rebounds look like they're there, so now we got Haugen out here with Edom and Landon Lowry. Vinny Harns and Charlie Korn on the point. Eagles win the draw low. Back up to Vinny. Vinny puts it back down low. Bounces off a LaCrescent shin pad. Back out to center. LaCrescent chips it. Haugen picks it up in his own zone. He's behind the net. Stops there. Comes back up to Edom. Edom coming up. Gets across the red. Got to get that puck in deep there. Edom grabs a battle there as well. Haugen now dumps it back down in. And he'll go off for a change, and Edom and Lowry chase low. LaCrescent chips it up and out. Or chasing back.
Ooh.
And Lancers throw a shot right off of Magley's dome. Although I've seen him take quite a few of those off the dome, although I don't think he has quite the affinity for it that Ackley does. I think Anton sometimes makes some of those saves off his head, and he tries to do it. Magley grabs the puck behind the net. Plays it over to Core, back over to Vinny, but it goes a little past him. Edom picks it up on the half wall. Troutman over there digging, back to Harns. Harns will take it, go back to the shelter of his own net. Comes out, rips it up to Edom. Dumped back in. Edom will go off for a change now. Core picks up the puck, reverse over there to Harns. Harns will pick it up and come up ice. It's Hayne just across the line. Hayne goes all the way across to Dubois, who feeds Troutman on the back door. Just couldn't quite get his stick on it to get it in the net. Nice little passing play there. Dubois picks it up, gets it over to Troutman, but he was going the opposite way, so that didn't work out. Troutman to Dubois, right to Hayne, right in front. Hits the post. Oh my gosh, some nice little passing plays from these guys so far this shift. There we go. Kasner picks it up and gets it back in deep. Hayne chases. We don't have a second forward in there as F2. Keefe is now out for Troutman, and he was standing up high with Dubois. Dubois tries to bring it to the front. Just misses. Keefe now behind the net, looking for a guy. Brings it back up high to Gasner. Gasner with a shot, high and wide. Barclay chips it back in. Keeps it in at the point. Lancers grab it and come out now, get across the red, and they just dump it in. And Magley chips that up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off here in the Eagles zone.
Yeah. Gosh, there were 2 or 3 really good opportunities there.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure Hayne wants that one back where he just hit the post, but you know what? It's good to see them moving the puck well and creating opportunities for each other.
Absolutely. Jackson with the face-off win.
Goes behind the net to Core up to Shell. Shell chips it up and then takes a hit. Phillips now back to Phillips. Core!
Wow. That was it.
Jack Phillips buries the feed from Keith, and I think maybe Shell should get an assist on that one, but I'm not sure, as Keith and Jack went back and forth a couple times with that. A real nice play. Keith there unselfishly feeds it back to Jack, and Jack buries just like he has all season.
Yeah, I like the patience again. I mean, making that pass where they're open and was letting them bang it home.
And we have a 3-0 lead with 5:40 left here in the first period. Core will chase back behind his own net. Shell chips it up. Phillips picks it up. Box in, tries to move it over to Keith, but Lancers contested that well. Lancers will just float it out. This should go for icing. And there we go. We got an offensive zone draw for the Eagles here.
No, that's great to see. Continuing that pressure, and nice to come out and get a few goals and play some hockey. All right. We got Hogan to take the draw.
And here wins it straight back to Calvin. Calvin rips a shot. That almost went over the goalie's pad. Nice shot there from Calvin Phillips. Hogan picks it up in the corner. Back behind the net to Vossler. Vossler will go up high now to Cunningham. Cunningham makes a nice little move on the Lancer forward. Flips it up off the top of the glass. Eagles pick it up back to Calvin Phillips. Over to Cunningham. Kleinschmidt picks it up in the slot and is able to chip it back to the corner. Kleinschmidt now in the corner. Vossler battling down there as well. Kleinschmidt comes in, picks up the puck. Up to Calvin Phillips. Calvin throws one in on net. I don't know if anybody knew where that one was.
I don't think the goalie did there either.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Haugen threw one on net and the goalie was able to make the save.
All right. No, let's continue to play here, continue to put pressure on. And we got a game again tomorrow, so back-to-back here, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, 3-game week. Had one earlier this week too on Tuesday. And right back at it. End of the season is coming up real quick here. Face-off win for the Eagles. Back to Harns by Troutman. Troutman covers for Vinny. Dubois over to Core. Back to Dubois in the slot. Shot. Another save by the Lancer goalie.
Yeah, he's been busy early here.
I have a feeling he'll continue to be busy if things keep going the way they have been. So.
Yep. Here.
All right, Haynen here to take the draw on that right side. Whiffed on it with the stick and the skate, but Eagles come up with the puck. Dubois now controls up high and dumps it back down low into the corner. Hayne picks it up behind the net, looking for Dubois. Couldn't quite hit him there. Core comes down, keeps the puck in the zone. Dubois will pick it up behind the net. Battle for it in the corner, trying to lift the stick. He comes up with it. Back down low, chasing into the other corner now. Goes up high to Core. Core back to Dubois. Dubois over to Troutman. Just got him in the skates there. Troutman back down low. Can Dubois get there? Puck thrown in front. Hines down to keep it in. Back down low to Dubois. Troutman's going off on a change here. Smart play there to get a change while it's in our zone. Keith comes out. Core goes low to right in front to Hayne. Now Vinny back down to Dubois. Dubois tries to no-look backhand to Keith. And he was there, but the Lancer player intercepted it. And they just chucked it down for another icing.
Yep.
This line's due. They've been too close to to not get one. So I have a feeling one's coming here pretty soon.
Yeah, yep. They've had a lot of opportunities. We've had posts. We've had through the crease. Goalie hasn't seen it. All right.
Face off here, Shell. Lancers come up with the puck, and they're able to carry out of the zone, and he just tries to chip it past Barclay. Barclay gloves it, but the Lancer player gets it. Then Groudon comes over and bodies the stick out of his hand. Jack Phillips on the wall. Lancers dump it in deep. Groudon back up, right up to Phillips. Phillips gets it, brings it back down behind his own net. Reverse to Groudon. Groudon grabs the puck, and he just spins in the corner away from the Lancer player over to Barclay now. Barclay hits Keefe on the left side. Keefe brings it into the zone. Trying to get past the Lancer D. Phillips supporting. Phillips picks up the puck in the corner. Still controlling. Gets through two Lancer players and gets knocked down by the third. Keefe on him. Jack back with the puck again. Oh, right out front to Shell. Right through his skates. D to D to Barclay. Barclay up to Keefe. Keefe gets it across the blue. Floats it over for Phillips. Phillips grabs it. Tries to throw it to the middle, but he's kind of stick-checked there. Didn't get everything on it. Lancers intercept out to center now to Groudon, back in across the blue. He'll just try to get it deep into the corner where the Lancers pick it up. Haugen over there, sorry. And picked up now by Kleinschmidt, who brings it back down low below the goal line. Haugen now picking it up, chips it back down to Kleinschmidt. Haugen makes a nifty little move, spins in the corner. Back out high. Core over to Harns. Harns with a shot wide. Edom trying to pick up a bouncing puck that hopped right over the stick. Now back up high to Core. Core with a nifty little backhand over to Harns. Harns comes in. Oh, he had that left side and just put it just wide. I see what he was looking at there. Now three Lancers are able to come out. Quick little break here. Vinny able to kind of catch up. Shot on goal, and Brayson takes care of that. No problem with the blocker. Haugen chips it around. Harns picks it up on a half wall of his own zone. Holds the puck. Flips it up, but him and Kleinschmidt were not on the same page as Sam was heading off on a change. Now back into Core. Core reverses over to Harns. Harns coming up. Long pass up to Edom. Edom picks it up down low. Still with the puck in the corner. Tries to go back to Troutman. Troutman now brings it around the net. Goes up high to Calvin. Calvin with a shot. Gets blocked. Chips it back down the wall, however. Dubois picks it up. Flips it over to Troutman, who puts one off the outside of the net. Troutman picks it up uncontested in the corner. And flips it back down low below to Dubois. Makes a move but loses the puck. Now he chips it down below the goal line behind the net to Hayne. He throws a weak pass up to Calvin, but it gets there.
Gets a shot through.
He did. And Lancers just throw it out to center. Picked up there by Cunningham, who gets tripped up. Not seeing a hand up though, so no call. Hayne picks it up, battles through a couple guys. Now Cunningham got Keefe there on the back door. Tries to get it through, but couldn't quite get it there. Lancers just dump it down and Brayson plays it as there's 3 seconds left. And that will bring us to the end of the first period.
Good first period. Nice to get 3 goals. Get out to lead.
Good first period by the Eagles. 12 shots on goal, 3 goals. Lots of zone time. And yeah, so can't argue about that start.
Lancers, if you want to head into the locker room, you certainly can. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to welcome to the ice Jen and Dan O'Hare.
Thank you, fans and community, for having us here tonight. Thanks for the support that we see out in the lobby, raising funds for our foundation. We truly appreciate the support. Thanks to the Rochester community for helping us raise money and being able to give out $50,000 in scholarships this year. There you go.
Go ahead, Herb. good sold. So thank you for everybody who purchased pucks to help support Eagle hockey. Plus, there's a lots of time left to check out the silent auction, play the game Punch a Cup, Plinko, and Rip the Deck.
So when they come back off, should I play the intro that we started the game with, or should I just go whatever? At the end, fiddle it in.
Let's welcome back to the ice the LaCrescent Lancers. And let's welcome back your hometown team, your Rochester
All right, everybody, welcome back here now for the second period. Eagles will come in with a 3-0 lead, just over doubling up the shots on goal against the Lancers. And we have Shea Cunningham and Calvin Phillips starting at forward here, along with Landon Lowry. Win the draw back to Barclay. Lancers come into the zone. Brayson chips it behind the net. Battle here now behind the net. Gasner with 2 Lancers. Gasner still battling with a Lancer. And puck picked up by Che. Chips it off the boards. Would have been great, but the ref got in the way.
Absolutely. Calvin in deep into the corner, battling for it. Landon's over there to help.
Comes right out to Calvin. Calvin, another shot on goal. He gets another one. Calvin Phillips with his second goal of the game.
I think that's 3 between the...
Well, I think that's twice on the very first shift of the period that those guys have popped one in the net. Lowry just battles in the corner, and it comes right out to Calvin, who takes it right to the front of the net, just keeps digging at it and gets it to go. That one should read Phillips from Lowry, and I think that might be Calvin Phillips' 3rd point of the night already.
I think you're right. I think he had an assist on that first goal.
And now we come out here with the Troutman line. Hayne and Dubois in the wings. Harns has the puck in the neutral zone. Up to Hayne. Hayne comes into the zone, delaying. Shot high and wide. I think the goalie might have got a little piece of that. We got Calvin's cheering section over here right next to us with his grandparents. Core picks it up just inside the red, dumps it back into the Lancers zone. Troutman pursuing, able to almost come up with the puck. Now Hayne gets it. Hayne in the corner. Nice little move. Out high to Harns. Harns gets a shot. Chips in on the net. Dubois chases into the corner. Goes back up high to Core. Core back down low now to Dubois in the corner with nobody on him. It's Hayner who buries it.
That line was due for one.
Yeah, they've been moving the puck really well. So that was probably the least dangerous shot they've had. But that was the one that went in. So they don't ask how, they ask how many. But it was a well-placed shot by Hayne, but I don't think he got all of it. But a nice little passing play. Core down to Dubois, and Dubois feeds Hayne, and Hayne pops it right into the far side.
Yeah, no, that
5-0 Eagles.
All right.
And we got the Keefe line out here now with Phillips and Shell. Puck slips by Shell. Lancers grab it, dump it in deep. Magley plays it behind the net. Great. Got him now in the corner. Reverses it, still got it, chips it right up there so Keith can pick it up. Keith goes high off the glass. Lancer player plays it out of midair and then chips it back in deep. Got him back there all alone. One Lancer chasing. Got him, wings it around. Harns now. Back to Barclay. Sorry, that was Phillips, not Harns. Up to Shell. Shell to Keith. Keith comes into the Lancer zone. Drops it back for Shell. Shell tries to center to Phillips. Barclay with a shot. Loose in front. Can't quite get a stick on it. Phillips got a good shot, but the goalie comes up with a save. Back to Grotham. Grotham fires one that's blocked in front by a Lancer, and the Lancers just grab it and chuck it all the way down the ice. Magley will play it to negate the icing, and Barclay picks it up. Up to Shell quickly. Good transition. Haugen in with speed. Good move to the middle. Good shot on net. Lancer goalie comes up with the save.
Yeah, no, quick start here to the second period.
And Haugen in there, somebody talking a little smack to him. Two's about 1.5 feet taller than Dom is, but Dom wasn't backing down.
No, he was not. No, he was not.
He was right up there and head in his chest. Love to see it. Haugen now with the draw, wins it back to Cunningham. Cunningham grabs it and dumps it back into the corner, picked up there by the Lancers. Haugen again, cross, far D. Phillips with a shot, puts it wide. Haugen now getting roughed up in the corner again. Osler gets it back out to Cunningham. Cunningham rips a shot.
Ooh.
And nice save by the goalie there, reaching out with his glove to hold on to that one. There's a little bit of traffic there, so that's a good save by him.
Yeah, he tracked that well. Getting guys in front of the net.
Haugen back in for the draw again. And refs don't like something. I think Dom's going to get kicked out of the faceoff here, so Bossler will come in and take it. Bossler chips it over to Dom. Battle there on the wall. Eagles get it down low. Sam comes in and disrupts the play and gets crushed from behind. No call. Haugen now chips it back down. Sam again. I'm not sure how Sam gets a penalty on that, but I think Sam's going to the box. He gets a roughing for a reverse hit on a kid that was coming into him trying to try. Oh, wait.
Oh, they're taking the
Lancer. They did take them. It was weird because they blew the whistle when we touched the puck, so I was a little confused there. That actually looks more like the right call. That kid was coming for a little bit of blood on anybody who looks like that chest, so.
Yeah, he was talking to Sam. That's why I thought Sam was going too.
Yeah, and they blew the whistle when we had possession of the puck, so that's why I kind of thought Sam might be going. And that kid fell. So Barclay here with a shot just tipped by Keefe at the side, and then it comes right out front. And the Lancers are able to clear it back out to center. Barclay grabs it. Is up to Hayner, but he's going the wrong way. He flips it off to Grotham. Grotham brings it into the zone. Come around the net here, and he'll try to set up there. Gets it to Jack. Jack puts one off the side of the net. And the Lancers are able to chip it out and all the way down. Barclay will chase. Grayson sets it up for him. Owen comes in and stops behind the net. Comes right out, gets it over across. Got him up there to Phillips. Into the zone. Phillips surveying the situation. Takes it behind the net. Looks for a little more space. Hits Barclay flying in. Barclay puts it wide and it'll go all the way back down.
Good.
Good setup. Just missed the net there a little bit. And sometimes when you do it at that angle, it's a nice free clear for the other team.
Yep, that's what
got
happened.
him with it behind the net. Gets it out to Hayne. Hayne will come through center into the zone. Stops there. Back to Phillips. Sorry. Phillips over to Hayne. Hayne grabs it with time out to Core. Core back down to Hayne. Hayne walks the top of the circle into the slot, gets a shot into a Lancers defenseman's ankle. Down low now to Keefe. Keefe, with that neat little reverse play to Phillips.
Nice.
I bet they saw that one on a TikTok video somewhere.
Yeah.
That was a nice little play.
That was very nice. That was pretty.
Keefe just skated behind the net like he was going to wrap it the one way and left it for Jack, and Jack wrapped it that way. Goalie had no idea. Well, Problem is, other teams have tape on that now, so that might only work once. But,
Yeah,
but it was
exactly.
nice. See the replay here. Yeah, Keefe just leaves it. The goalie's cheating the other way because that's where he thought the puck was going. Jack just comes around and buries it on the other side.
Yeah.
Eagles win the draw, back to Hines, over to Gasner. Gasner now back over to Hines. He comes up the ice. Throws it up, and Edom chips it in now. Dubois picks it up in the corner, back up to Gasner, across to Vinny. Vinny puts a shot on. Oh, I thought Dubois was going to get that one.
Yeah, I thought Nolan almost had that there.
No, it was just out of his reach. Nolan tries to drop it down. Gasner fumbles it a little bit at the point on that bouncing pike. Lancers come up and just chip it up. That was offside
Offsides.
and icing. I'm not sure. I think the refs were confused on that, which one to call, so they didn't call anything. But that should have been offsides or icing, one or the other.
Yep.
Vinny now. Dubois picks it up. Vinny gets crushed. Makes the play, though. Dubois couldn't get it, but now Edom comes in. Flips it over.
Oh.
Troutman just misses that one wide. Couldn't quite get enough wood on it. Edom's backing up there, but the puck's right there. Back down low. Dubois chases. Lancers just throw it around. It's kept in at the point there by Vinny. Dubois shakes one guy, comes to the middle, shakes another guy, hits the post. And screams because he's angry he didn't score. You could hear it all the way up here. Everybody could. I couldn't hear what he said. Hopefully it wasn't a curse word. And he doesn't get that from me at all if it was, I promise.
Oh, that was a...
All right, Haugen here to take the draw with Vossler. And I can't see who's on. Oh, Kleinschmidt. Wins it back to Calvin Phillips. He's looking for the hat trick.
Oh, that's...
I think we got to wave to Coach Drew and get him to put Calvin back up at forward for a shift, see if we can get him that hat trick goal.
I can start the third period doing that.
Well, he started both periods at forward, so I don't know why he wouldn't start the third.
Yep.
So puck comes back into the Eagles zone, D to D. Cunningham has it there in the near corner. Back to the far corner for Phillips. Mishandles it, but kicks it back up to his stick and goes up to Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt comes in to the middle for Haugen. Haugen, one hand on his stick, can't get a shot off. He's hooked a little bit there. Now he does the wraparound and knocks the net off. In the process, I thought he maybe was going to be able to sneak that one in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But no, it's yeah. They come out in the third period, give them a chance at the hat trick. And here we go. We got the Jackson line back out there.
Yep, Keith Shell's taking the draw here on the right side. Wins it back to Barclay. Rolling, bouncing puck, so Barclay will just chip it back down into the corner. Keith there battling with two Lancers. Barclay is able to hold the zone there along with Phillips. Barclay comes in again. Lancers pick it up, still have the puck, but back in their zone. Turnover to Keith just outside the zone. Keith brings it in on the far side. Fires a shot off the Lancer goalie glove. Shell picks it up in the corner. Loses it up high, but Phillips is there. Tries to chip it back down low. Does just enough. Barclay picks it up there, but loses the puck. Lancers now pick it up and are trying to come out with some speed. Jack puts a stop to that, throws a body, and the puck is back deep down now behind the Lancers net. Shell in on the forecheck. Keefe chips it back to Shell. Back to Keefe out front. Ooh. Fires it wide again. Barclay will pick the puck up here. Goes D to D to Grotham. Grotham brings it down. Comes across. Oh, good look there. Had Phillips on the back door, but Lancer D just was able to get a stick on it. Phillips now in the corner. Back up high to Barclay. Barclay across to Grotham. Grotham puts it in on net. Tipped by Shell. And it's caught up in the Lancer goalie somewhere. I think that one might have hit the post or something hit the post and knocked the net off again.
Yep, that's what it looked like to happen. Good puck movement. I'm really liking the way that they're moving the puck around tonight.
Yeah, well, we've kind of been able to have a lot of time and space, and that makes moving the puck around a lot easier. So,
yep.
But yeah, it's good that they are doing that and not trying to do quite as much one-on-one stuff, right? So,
yeah,
this is where you don't want to start seeing guys try to be heroes.
Yep, absolutely. Stay away from the hero hockey.
Lancers are coming out 3-on-3. Beats one guy, that's Hain. Then he's stopped up there by Harns. And Troutman picks up the puck and goes over to Core. Core makes a move back over to Harns. Harns across to Dubois. Haynes up here at the blue line. Dubois comes in the zone. Got Core crashing the net. Dubois tries to throw it into Core, and it chips off him right on net. The goalie's able to make a save.
That was a good opportunity there.
And Haynes tries to hit Vinny on the far side. Vinny picks it up, poke checked. Now Haynes got it. Turns back to center, over to Dubois. Dubois comes in on the far side. There's two Lancers closing on him. He tries to just shoot it, but puts it right into their shin guards. Haynes now behind the net, brings it right out front, gets a shot, but he's too in close. Puck almost came out of play, but tips off the top of the glass, and Core retrieves it back out at center. Over to Vinny. Vinny into Haynes. Haynes comes across. He's got Dubois with him. Slows up, hits Dubois in the slot. Not sure where Dubois was going with that, but he probably should have just shot it. But now he hits Haugen, who goes to his backhand and puts it wide. Lancers come up ice with it, coming out of the zone. Haugen with good speed on the back check and tries to hit number 4. And number 4 takes offense and tries to tackle Haugen. Eagles come back in the zone. Haugen again. 8 bumps him up high to Core. Core puts it back down low to Haugen. Back up Cunningham there, puts it back down low. Haugen behind the net to Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt pucks at the side of the net. Net comes off again.
It looked like he was going to take a little run there at him there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Dom came flying back on the back check, and I'm sure that guy didn't see him before he hit him, but it was a legal hit in front of him.
Yep.
And Dom fell anyway, and then the kid kind of took offense to it. But, you know what, it's hockey. They're just playing hard. So Haugen wins it. Lowry with it on the half wall, trying to battle their 3 Lancers, 2 Eagles. Comes back out to Cunningham. Cunningham throws a shot way over the net. It got tipped, I think, while Kleinschmidt was getting roughed up a little bit in front. 2 Eagles battling in the corner. Lancers come out with it. They break out of the zone, come up across the red and dump it in deep. Picked up in the corner by the Eagles. Now up. Lowry hits Kleinschmidt through the middle of center ice with speed. Kleinschmidt still with it. Tries to center to Cunningham, but it goes off a Lancer skate. Still in the Eagles' offensive zone. Now it's back out to center. Lancers get it, and it's dumped in, and Calvin gives a good little shot to the guy for good measure, just to let him know nothing's going to be easy.
Yeah, no, you're starting to see, I think,
Calvin steps up and makes a good play again. Chipped over to Shell by Phillips. Phillips getting up in the play. Calvin Phillips. Now Jack Phillips has it, brings it down low into the corner. Rubbed off the puck there by a Lancer player. Shell's in there along with another Lancer player. Shell curls, comes to the front. Shot, save. Shell chasing the puck over the half wall again. Back down low to Phillips. We got Gasner back to Gotham, over to Gasner. Shot just wide. Lancer goalie sliding across, trying to save it. Lancers chip it up to their wing, and they'll come out now. Keefe just sweep checks it back in with his long reach. And now we got Grotham coming down. Keefe going to the net. Grotham holds onto it, swings all the way around. Goes to the far point for Phillips. Jack Phillips get a shot on net. That hit Keefe in front. Lancers coming out now. Cross ice pass just misses. Grotham will retrieve this in his own zone. Chips it right up quick. Maybe he was trying to catch the Lancers with too many men there.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. That was pretty close.
Yeah, Lancers come in. Eagles are changing. Dubois intercepts a pass. Right around the one kid. Tries to feed in front for Troutman. Intercepted by the Lancers D. Troutman tips it right off the goalie's mask. Picks it up to Dubois. Oh my gosh. These guys cannot buy a goal. They're just laughing at each other. I don't know what Troutman or Dubois has to do to actually put one in the back of the net.
Yeah, that was, again, a really good opportunity. Goalie completely out of position.
Yeah, and I think it went all the way to the far side and hit the goalie's pad and then popped back out.
Yeah.
Great tip by Troutman there to start that play, though, that went off the goalie's helmet, and then to retrieve it behind the net and find Dubois. And wins the draw, out to the point, Core across, bouncing puck. Nobody can really control it. Finney jumps it back down. Dubois lifts the stick, gets control, gets it up to Hayne. Hayne chips it over to Core, right back down to Dubois. Dubois makes a little move, then right back up to Core. Cross to Hain, over to Harns. They're running this like a power play, but they're not on a power play. Dubois gets hit hard on the end wall behind the net. Right out front to Troutman. Troutman,
there he goes.
then Hain. Hain buries the rebound. He's got to go to the net whenever Dubois or Troutman shoot, because we know neither of them can put it in right now. And he's the beneficiary of that one. 7-0. Lured. That should read Hain from Troutman and Dubois. As Dubois hits Troutman right in the slot. He gets a shot. And Hain comes in and cleans up the garbage.
Yep.
Nice little play there.
33 shots. Continue to put the pressure on. All right. 4:45 to go in the second period.
Looks like we got Haugen out here again with Edom and Kleinschmidt this time. Lancers try to chip one up. Harns there battling on the wall. Comes loose to the middle. Edom picks it up, tries to turn it up ice. Core now into the zone, makes a move. Leaves the puck, however, didn't take it with him. Core again trying to get it down low, but the Lancers bring it out to center. Skated into the zone by the Lancers. They'll go wide on Haugen. Haugen pushes him up against the boards in the corner. And here comes Core flying out to center ice. Tries to chip it by the Lancers D, but good job by the Lancer D to stop that offensive rush by Core. Now down in the corner for Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt throws it back up. Harns grabs it over to Core. Core puts it on net. There it is, picked up by Sam and into the net. And I think we got Kleinschmidt from Core and Hines on that one.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
And I don't know if the refs are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, because I'm not hearing what's announced with these headphones on, but that's okay. So 8-0. Lured now. 3:54 left in the second period. Shots are 34-5. We got the Keefe line back out here. Gasner and Barclay on D. Shell picks it up, back to Barclay. Barclay will pick it up and come up ice with it. Into the Lancer zone. Stops there on the half wall, looks, feeds it back up high to Shell. Shell with a shot. And a save by the Lancer goalie, and he'll hold on for a faceoff.
Yep, good. Continue to get the good pressure. Yep, you called it.
Not sure. The ref signaled a timeout here, but I think he's going to switch goalies here.
Yep.
So I don't know if he wanted a timeout or if he just wanted to switch the goalie.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got the goalie coming in for the Lancers here. Number 1, Nadia Woodard, a junior.
All right.
I don't know. Looks like they're going to give him a couple pucks to let him warm the goalie up.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, anybody that hasn't ever put on the goalie pads and played, if you've never tried it, just try it once. Nobody realizes how much energy it takes when you're playing with that puck in your zone all the time as a goalie and you're in your crouch constantly. It absolutely burns your legs, and going up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, I guarantee you already that the LaCrescent starting goalie was pretty gassed. So,
and I mean, they got 35 shots, but I mean, they blocked a number of shots too, which is probably prepping for as well. So.
Yeah, well, and even when we're shooting, even when they're getting shots and they're blocking it, that goalie's down to the butterfly and back up, down to the butterfly and back up. And just in your ready stance, in your crouch, with that sustained zone time, when you get no break, like, that's pretty insane.
Yep. All right. We got 3:41 to go in the second here, and looks like they're ready to roll here.
All right, so Keefe line, face off in the Eagles offensive zone. Keith tries to chip it through the legs.
Nope.
First shot in, and nice quick action for the new goalie there. And looks like she makes the save and holds on.
Yep. Making sure she's awake out there.
Another face-off here. Keith goes and tries to win this one back. Eagles control. Jack flips it up, gloves it. Slides it over to Barclay, who rips a shot wide. It's right out in front, loose there. Jack picks it up. Oh, he tries to go back up high, but he just threw it. Backhand, no look, and didn't quite get enough on it. Gasner picks it up, hits Shell up along the wall. Great pass by Phillips into Barclay.
Nice pass.
For another goal.
Yep.
Barclay scores the goal from Phillips and Shell.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a nice little passing play there on the rush.
Yep. I think that's the thing in these games. You continue to pass, you stay away from the hero hockey, and
well, any of this stuff, you can't let bad habits creep in, right?
Right.
Especially, we have another game tomorrow, so we got to be ready and we have to be playing the right way all the time.
Yep, absolutely.
Face-off win. This puck is bouncing a lot. It never seems to be laying flat, especially off those face-offs. So even when we win it, we've had trouble controlling it. Haugen here flips it back out to Calvin Phillips. Calvin winds up with a slap shot. Blocked by the Lancers, and the Lancers are able to bring it out to center where Cunningham picks it up, brings it back into his own zone. It goes D-to-D over to Calvin Phillips. Calvin looking cross ice for Lowry, chipped in by the Lancers, so that will be no icing. Lancers cleared up the boards. Calvin pinches down, and now Vossler has it. Vossler tries to hit Lowry on the back door. Comes up high, and Haugen picks it up there. Haugen over to Lowry. Lowry goes back down low into the corner for Vossler. Vossler picks it up there. Turns back away from the Lancer player, making some space. Back up high to the point to Cunningham. Cunningham over to Calvin. Calvin throws it on net. Bouncing puck in front. Still there. Cunningham puts it towards the net. It never makes it. Now it rolls into the corner where Lowry grabs it. Lowry throws it back down, hits the ref there behind the net. Battling here now. Vossler takes a Lancer player down. Lancers come out to center. Across the blue. Come in, get a shot. Brayson handles that.
Yeah, making sure that might be their first shot of the period.
It is their first recorded shot of the period.
Yeah.
Based on the scoreboard, yes.
Yeah, and that's tough for Brayson to make sure he's keeping his in the game. And
yes, thankfully it wasn't like a breakaway or anything, because that's what we do to. We've played with Brayson for a long time, and even this summer, you remember, we'd be dominating in one of the tournaments we went to, and then we'd give up a shot, but it was a breakaway.
Yeah.
Core picks it up, throws it up to Hain. Troutman comes out across center, comes into the zone, gets by the Lancer D, throws it to the front for Harns, who was crashing the net. Now Troutman grabs it again. Dubois tries to grab it and beat it down low, but he missed it. He's back checking, and Harns as well, and Harns gets control of it, brings it into the zone, dumps it down in deep. Troutman chasing. Troutman takes out the Lancer player to the boards, but the other Lancer was there first. Now Hain picks it up in front. Bouncing puck. Lancers come out to center. Across the red, and they'll just dump it back in. Got to be careful coming out of your net, and the puck goes into that corner here. Dubois grabs it, makes a move, swings it around the boards for Core, but it goes all the way up to Hain. Hain gets it to Keefe. Keefe coming in. Brings it wide, just holds it behind the net. Chips it over to Harns. Harns picks it up in the corner. Gets knocked down by a Lancer. Now Keefe comes up to the point where Dubois is covering for Harns. Dubois brings it to the middle, over to Core. Core can walk in here and shoot.
And he
Picks
does.
his spot. Nice shot by Core. And Core buries it on a pass over from Dubois, and I believe Harns will get the second assist on that play as he chipped the puck up the wall to Dubois.
43 seconds to go here in the second period. They got Lowry coming in here.
Keefe wanted to play hockey, but coach told him no, so looks like Shell's out here center, and Lowry and Phillips. Quick up to Phillips. Phillips brings it across into the zone. Just waiting. Nobody's pressuring him. Over to Shell, but Shell's moving away from it, and the snowy ice here late in the period didn't let it get to him. Shell grabs it now, brings it to the front. Tries to backhand a pass to Lowry. Lancer's coming out. Gasner steps up. And then Shell hits a kid, and then Shell gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
I think they took exception to Shell's hit.
Yep.
And then they reacted, and anybody that's been around hockey for a long time knows that it's never the first one, it's always the retaliation. So the Lancer player will go sit down for a little bit here. And it looks like Coach True's not going to go with a power play unit here. He's just going to leave this line out here. Face off here. Shell tries to win it forward. Lowry ties up with a Lancer, keeps it in. Quick little play back to Gasner. Gasner gets it in deep. 8 seconds left. Shell's got it in the corner. Goes cross up high to Grotham. Grotham shoots, hits the post. Gasner shoots. Almost takes Lowry's head off with that shot. Well, and there we go. That's the end of the second period. Shots are 40-6, and the score is 10-0 Eagles.
Come back out in the third period, and hopefully have some fun. Keep the puck moving, and
yep, we'll be running time in the third period, and be running time in the third period. So we'll get out of here a little bit quicker tonight.
Yep, good with the game tomorrow. Get good rested and ready to go.
welcome back to your Mr. Lord Eagles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third period.
All right, we are officially in run time, Kerr.
Yes, we will be run time for the full third period at this point.
All right.
And looks like, oh, they're not going with Jay and Calvin on forward at the beginning of this period. Instead, we got Lowry centering Vossler and Edom. Lancers get control of the draw, dump it down in deep. I forgot we do have a power play here to start the period. Edom picks up the puck, comes through neutral, loses it, but it goes right over to Lowry. Lowry grabs it, brings it into the zone. Battle along the boards. Edom comes up with it, makes a move down below the goal line. Edom loses it. Lowry picks it up, coming around. Nifty little pass to Vossler, who comes right out front. Tries to feed Edom on the back door, but it just misses. Up high to Cunningham. Cunningham gets it chipped out of the zone there by the Lancer player. Cross ice, Phillips. Phillips back to Cunningham. Lancer player falls down. Cunningham able to come up ice. Gets it into the zone, and we'll control here. Just comes around the net. Back up high to Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips pulls a shot, tip in front, off the back glass and rolls up onto the back of the net, and we'll get a whistle here.
Yeah,
Face off in the Eagles' offensive zone.
Yeah, good start. Calvin, a couple shots. Making sure we got our sound working correctly. There, that sounds better. All right, Shell on the draw. Wins it back to Gasner. Gasner to Jackson. Jackson back to Jack. Gasner shoots. Ooh, good save.
Another nice save by the Lancer goalie there, out on top of her crease. And this is the downside to running time, is that your power plays go much faster.
Have to wait till they drop the puck.
Eagles win the draw. Shell back to Gasner. Gasner puts it down in the corner for Keefe. Out in the slot for Shell. He tries to shoot, but good stick by the Lancer player there. And Lancers chip it out. Come in with a clean 2-on-1. Drag shot, goal. That was a good shot by the Lancer player. Just beat Magley to his glove side.
Yep.
And that was the one I was talking about, where first shot of the period and we give up basically almost a breakaway / odd man rush. So
Yep.
that's tough on a goalie.
Yep, absolutely, especially when they haven't seen a lot of shots all night.
And we'll come back out here now with the Troutman line. Comes in for the faceoff. Troutman wins it back to Calvin Phillips, over to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Phillips. Phillips will skate it here. It's pinched off by the Lancer player, but it does get into the Lancer zone. Bouncing puck, Dubois picks it up. Again, fires a shot. It's hit hard against the end boards. Looks like that one affected him a little bit. He wasn't happy about it. Lancers come through center, chip it in. Calvin picks it up, chips it out. Dubois grabs it, hits Payne wide with a quick pass. Payne comes into the zone, tries to drive by the D. Grabs it now in the corner. Back down low to Troutman. Troutman fires it all the way up to Cunningham. Cunningham with a shot.
Yep.
And the goalie will cover. And we'll come with another offensive zone draw.
Yeah. Yep. Still shot 42 shots. Yeah, no. Here we go. We've got, looks like Vossler's on to take the draw. Dom and Sam out there.
And it comes back to the Lancers down low. He rings it around for their wing, who chips it out. picked up, and they're able to come into the zone again. Centering pass. Gasner breaks that up. Osler there just gets poke checked by the Lancer D. Nagel picks it up, dumps it around.
Yes.
Haugen reaching for it. Now Kleinschmidt grabs it and brings it through center. I think they got Josh playing D out here?
No, they have Sam playing
Or
D.
Sam's playing D,
Yep.
but he's playing forward.
Yeah.
All right. Haugen, escape move, comes around. 2 Lancers on him. Throws it up high. Vossler picks it up. Sam is making no effort to come back up to the point, so I'm not sure if he actually is D. Oh, here he goes. Josh sneaks down into the middle. Little leave play for Gasner there, who's able to battle to keep the puck in the zone. Vossler grabs it. He's got Haugen, but he also walks right out front. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
And does
that
it
score.
Oh, and it finally goes in. It's like
Yep.
Vossler with the goal.
Yeah.
Or no?
What, did he wave that off?
I don't think they called it a goal.
Oh.
Nope, no goal, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue it really when you're up 10 to 1.
you can't.
You know, but I couldn't see it. I don't know where the puck ended up. So we didn't. I mean, our players didn't argue too much that they didn't call it a goal. So Phillips now brings it into the zone. Looking, brings it back around, gets a little time and space, throws it back up high to the point. Cunningham there, wheeling to the middle, throws a shot to the net, hits one of the Lancer players in front, and that stung a little bit.
Yeah, you just want to get through this period, play good hockey, and make sure everyone's, don't do anything stupid in front of the net or anything like that. But here we go. We got Jackson to take the draw.
All right, Keefe takes the draw. Controlled by the Eagles. Dumped down low by Phillips, and it bounces, comes right back to him. And now Shell floats a saucer pass that bounces over Cunningham's stick. Cunningham to Phillips. Phillips hits Keefe up ice. Keefe brings it into the zone. Shell and Phillips both driving the net. Keefe able to kind of walk right to the middle. Gets a shot, but it goes off the goalie and behind the net. Jack now gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham puts a shot on the goalie and then takes the goalie out.
Yep. Oh, that goalie's getting a workout.
Yeah, there's been no rest for either of the Lancers goalies tonight.
No. Yeah, they moved Sam back to D.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense there. Looks like I haven't seen Barclay or Gotham at all this period, so maybe they're just giving them, or actually Core and I think they're going 4D and they're going Calvin and Che and Sam and Gasner right now, and they're just giving those other 4D a rest. Those guys play a lot in every game, so giving them a rest before the game tomorrow, probably not a terrible idea.
Yep.
Vossler on the draw. Lancers control, but throw it back behind the net, and the Eagles are able to grab it with Landon Lowry there. Now battling along the wall, puck comes out and all the way down for icing.
Nope. Let's see the continued battle. Continue to shoot the puck and have some fun here. Let's see here. All right. Take an opportunity. If anybody's listening out there, would love to come join us on the play-by-play or color. I know Jeff Phillips would enjoy that as we look for some help in that area.
Lowry takes the draw. Kleinschmidt picks up the puck at the point. All the way over to the far wall. Dumps it back down low. Vossler battling in the corner. Lowry with good back pressure. Working hard to disrupt the Lancers coming out of their zone there. Puck is bouncing all over again like it kind of has been all game. Lancers pick it up, but that attempt is stopped by Gasner. Edom picks up the puck. Back to Sam. Sam over to Gasner. Gasner up to Vossler couldn't hold on to that pass.
Nobody can hold
now
on to the puck.
across, Edom with speed. Loses the puck into the corner, though. Comes out high. Che picks it up there. Tries to dump it back down, but it's off the skate of a Lancer player and up into the Lancers bench.
All right, we got just under 8 minutes to go in the game here. 10-1. Shots 45-7.
All right, so now we have the, I believe, quite possibly the shortest line in Minnesota high school hockey. We have Charlie Core out here with Dom Haugen and Nolan Dubois. Not sure any of them is over 5'6", and that might be giving them a lot of credit. We'll see what they can do here. All three can skate, though.
Oh, yeah.
Deflects off of Haugen. Dubois brings it in. Shot on goal from a sharp angle. Haugen picks it up, fires off the post again. Core picks up the puck in the corner. It's chipped back up to the point for Cunningham. Cunningham over to Calvin Phillips. Dubois in front there. Hits the Lancer player. Dubois grabs it, hits the post again, and it comes off the back glass and lands on top of the net. And Dubois is looking up to the heavens and patting himself on the head.
Yep, he wanted that one.
He's wanted about 3 of them today, I think. And Haugen wanted that one, I think, too. They've all had plenty of chances. All right, now we got Harns, Barclay, and Grotham at forward with Kleinschmidt and Gasner on D. So we have, well, 4 defensemen and a former defenseman on the ice. This is interesting. Shot from the point by Gasner, picked up by Barclay, pinballed around. Barclay's still trying to find the puck, knocks the Lancer down, still gets control of it. The Lancer he knocked down comes back at him. Got him now in the corner, feeds it up high to Gasner. Gasner over to Sam. Sam can walk this in. Oh my gosh. Very unorthodox save, but it stayed out of the net.
Yeah.
That was a nice hand-eye with the stick there. Vinny chips it back low. Grotham picks it up, throws it over to the other corner. Lancers will pick it up and just try to clear, but Gasner keeps it in, fires it towards the net. Grotham tips it in.
That was a pretty goal. That was pretty.
Gasner throws the shot towards the net, and Grotham tips it in. We got Gavin Grotham scoring from Easton Gasner there.
Here we go. Oh, we got Hayner playing D here.
Interesting. Haugen picks up the puck. 2 little turns, crossing over, picks up some speed. Haugen can wheel. Comes in, just loses the puck, though. I think he would have had it if he wouldn't have fumbled the puck there. Tries to throw it down low for Haugen. Picks it up in the slot, fires. Another save by the Lancer goalie. Lancers are steered back down low. Vossler steers them back again. Lowry chasing. Little soccer play by Calvin Phillips to keep that puck in. Calvin chips it back down the wall. Lancers grab it and just throw it all the way down for another icing.
Yep. We just got about 4:40 left in the game.
We're just kind of rolling guys out here. Whoever's up next, it looks like.
Yeah, like where do you want to play?
So we got Dubois out here with Edom and Shell. Shell wins the draw, or Edom wins the draw, I'm sorry. Out to Gasner at the point here. He dumps it back down low. Lancers pick it up and throw it out to center to Kleinschmidt. Kleinschmidt over to Gasner. Gasner all the way across ice to Shell. Shell tries to make a little move. Unfortunately, there was 2 Lancers there, and he got around the first one, but the second one was able to stop the puck. Puck comes over Gasner's stick, but Dubois is there to clean that up. Now Kleinschmidt coming in, rushing the puck in the zone, gets it deep into the corner. Edom forechecking, Shell forechecking on the half wall. Chipped up by the Lancers and out, and they'll dump it down. There'll be another ice.
Yep. Yeah, here we go. Just about 3:30 left to go in the game. Like I said, it's like kind of everyone's rolling through here. Looks like we're going to have Charlie, Vossler and Lowry on the front line. There you go.
Charlie with the face-off win. Back to Che, whistles a shot just wide. Now we got Vossler behind the net.
And
Out to Che, back down low to Vossler. 2 Lancers there. Eagles still with the puck. Out to Che. Che walks to the middle, fires a shot off the goalie's head. Landon Lowry's trying to go behind the goalie to get through to the other side.
Yep.
She just casually shuts him down. Out
Yep.
to Che. Che shot.
Oh.
Another save by the Lancer goalie. Core picks up the puck. Lancers control, but Core knocks him off, and the Eagles are able to keep it in, temporarily anyway, and the Lancers grab
Just
it
ice it.
and throw it down for another icing.
Yep, just over 2 minutes to go in the game. We're in run time here. So,
You know what, I think this is something I think this Eagles team needed, was one of these games where they put up a ton of goals, kind of just build that confidence, although
yes.
God, we've missed a lot of opportunities
We
at
have.
the same time too, but I think before tonight our most goals scored this year was 6.
Yeah, and I mean, we put up 50 shots on Winona.
Yeah, we put up a lot of shots, and we don't put a lot of pucks in the net.
Yeah.
Brayson with a pass all the way up to center to Gasner. Gasner tries to chip it for Troutman, which misses it, but it comes all the way through to Sam. Gasner streaking into the slot, and he hits the D with the shot.
Somebody
Somehow that
scored.
puck goes in, and I have no idea who put it in. Sam raised his hand like maybe it was him.
Yeah.
That one, I'm not sure.
All right.
So
yeah.
I think maybe that'll be 27 from 23 on that goal there.
You've got the Phillips brothers back at D.
I would be petitioning. Oh, there's only a minute left. I'd
Yeah.
be petitioning. If I was Calvin Phillips, I'd have been petitioning to get a shift at forward, try to get that hat trick.
Yep.
Puck dumped in deep by Landon Lowry, and he chases behind the net. Or maybe Jack dumped that puck in. Haugen tries to keep it in, but it's kept in there by Edom. Throwing back down low. Lancers have the puck there behind their net. 2 of them run into each other. One falls down. Kept here by Calvin, who takes a hit. Gets it back down low. Chipped back. Edom down there with Lowry. Battling. Lancers come out with the puck and skate up ice. Through center ice. Edom back checking, but they're not going to call a penalty, but that was almost a horse collar tackle.
Yep.
Calvin takes it.
Oh, here we go,
He's
Cal.
got to go. He makes a move, comes in. He hits the crossbar.
Oh, no.
That was a hat trick goal. He puts his head down. He knows it.
Oh, that'll about do it.
And Jack will just hold the puck here. And that's game, folks.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Eagles come away with the 12-1 victory. Shots are 53-7. Please join us tomorrow as the Eagles take on the Minnesota River Bulldogs, I believe is what they are. And JV game at 11 and varsity game at 2 p.m. I believe that Jeff Phillips will be back for the varsity game, so you guys don't have to deal with me again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about who will be doing the JV game, but thank you guys so much. Good win for the Eagles, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, everybody. Thank you.